and welcome back to another video. This time it is about angles. I'm Izzy. Don't forget to check out my other video about inequalities in reverse order of operations. Now, as I and Sophia have said before, sadly she isn't joining me this time. Let's get it. To start off our lesson, we will first be talking about complementary angles. A complementary angle is two angles with a sum of 90 degrees. To find the sum of a 90-degree angle, you have to add the two available numbers. Since this is fairly easy to do, I don't think you will need to have a try. Complementary angle, there may be a variable. The angle that we know in this problem is 53.5. The angle that we do not know is x. To get x, you need to take the number that you know and subtract it from 90. Try to solve this problem. The answer that you should have gotten is 36.5. We will be talking about an exemplementary angle. An exemplementary angle are four angles that equal a grand total of 360 degrees. If you only know one angle, since this is exemplementary, you can mirror it so that you know both lines, and you have one angle on each. The goal for this is to look for a line, so then you can use a supplementary angle to figure out what these two are. Now, since the straight line is here, then what we want to do is we want to subtract that from 180. You should have gotten 22 degrees. We will be talking about the triangular sum theorem. The triangular sum theorem is three angles that add up to 180 degrees. As you may know, triangles can be uneven or they can be equilateral. In this case, we are showing you an uneven triangle to make this problem a little bit more tricky. To find the sum of a triangle, you have to add the available numbers and figure out x or any other variable. After you have added the numbers, you have to subtract it from 180 degrees. Have a try. The answer that you should have gotten is x equals 70 degrees. We will be talking about an exemplementary angle. An exemplementary angle are four angles that equal a grand total of 360 degrees. If you only know one angle, since this is exemplementary, you can mirror it so that you know both lines, and you have one angle on each. The goal for this is to look for a line, so then you can use a supplementary angle to figure out what these two are. Now, since the straight line is here, then what we want to do is we want to subtract that from 180. You should have gotten 22 degrees. Surprise, I have a challenge for you. Now this is optional, but I would recommend doing this so then you can get better at angles. Now, don't forget to look for straight lines so then you can solve with 100 degrees. Don't be afraid to modify the thing. Here are the answers that you should have gotten. A is 105 degrees. B is 45 degrees. C is 63 degrees. D is 108 degrees. And E is 68 degrees. Now, I'll help you get those answers by finding variable B. Now, since this is exemplementary, we can take it and mirror the 135. Now, you want to subtract 135 from 180 to get your answer for B, which is 45. Now, you can mirror 45 to help yourself later on in the video. We're going to do the same thing that we did with variable B to variable D. We're going to mirror 72 and then subtract that from 180 to get 108 degrees. Then you can take that out, put 108. See, we're going to add 72 and 45 together to get 117. Then we subtract 117 from 180 to get 63. We're on angle E. To get an exemplementary angle, we are going to extend that line down. And we're going to take the 140 and mirror it over to here. We are going to subtract 140 from 180 to get 40, and then we are going to mirror it. Now, we are going to add these two together to get 112. Now, we're going to take 112 and subtract it from 180 to get 68. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did for E for A. we are going to draw the line down since we don't know the corner angle, so we can't mirror it yet. And we are going to add 60 and 45 together to get 105. Now we're going to subtract 105 from 180 and get 105. We're going to take 105 and subtract it from 180 to get 75 left over. Now we can mirror that over to here. We will take 75 and subtract it from 180 to get your answer for A. I know that taking time out of your day to watch my video to learn about angles. I hope you all enjoy. Third, we will be talking about the triangular sum theorem. The triangular sum theorem is three angles that add up to 180 degrees. As you may know, triangles can be uneven or they can be equilateral. In this case, we are showing you an uneven triangle to make this problem a little bit more tricky. To find the sum of a triangle, you had to add the available numbers and find out x or any other variable. Have a try. After you have added the numbers,